So the COVID numbers are looking better. Cases are down, deaths are down. It's still frightening and still out there, but the numbers are so much better than they were. And in fact, I think people are beginning to find some kind of normalcy. Churches are opening up, restaurants are doing more. Things are changing for the better. So, what was it that made the numbers go down? Well, I think there's two or three things. I'm going to tell you, I think the vaccine helped. I know in my town of Abilene, Texas, 10% of the people I heard the other day have already got the vaccine. Mostly older, mostly the most vulnerable, but still that's helpful. And I think if that's true kind of across the board, that a lot of people, even 10% of the population is getting the vaccine, then obviously the numbers are going to get better if it's working at all. And so thank you to scientists and medical professionals and people that have done the vaccine. And there may be some sense of herd mentality, of herd immunity happening. Or maybe that's herd mentality too. Herd immunity. Because a lot of people have had COVID now and survived, and I think a lot more people than were diagnosed have had COVID. I suspect many of you had COVID and you just never had very bad symptoms. I've told my wife 2 or 3 times, I wonder if we've had it, because we never had any symptoms. We could very well have been asymptomatic, and so maybe there's some herd immunity going on. Maybe I'm the one that's done it, because I've been pretty careful, and I've been out a lot, and we've eaten at restaurants, but we wear our mask in. I sit kind of away from people. Churches are starting to invite me to speak, and I'm starting to speak places and preach places, but I wear a mask in. I sing with my mask. I only take my mask off to do communion and preach, and I preach from the front. So maybe my wearing a mask and being safe and socially distancing, maybe I'm the one that's helping stop COVID, reduce the numbers. Or because I'm a believer, maybe it's God who's done this, because an awful lot of Christians have prayed for this disease to be defeated. Maybe it was God that did it. I tend to think it was God that did it. Well, no, it could have been the vaccine. It could have been herd immunity, and it could be you and people like you who are being smart about things. Yes. But you know what? I think God gave scientists a brain and ability, and they found a vaccine, and I think God's blessed us with the ability to do a lot of things. Herd immunity, perhaps, and isn't that amazing that God would do something like that? Create us in such a way that we can get something like herd immunity. Who would have ever thought? Maybe it was people like me, because I do love my God and I do love my neighbor. And I'm not going to be governed by fear. We've gone to church some during this, and we sing with our mask on, and we sit only with our family and away from most other people. But, you know, we've taken precautions. We've tried to be smart, because we do love our neighbor and we love our God. Because we love our God, we're going to do some things. We are. And because we love our neighbor, we're going to do some things. So I just want to say thank you, God, for stopping this and for it seeming to look so much better now. And you know what? Also, because I'm a Christian, if things get a lot worse and I get COVID and die, or the whole world wipes out, you know what? You believe in Jesus, going to live forever anyhow. So thank you, God, for that. This is Steve Ridgell being thankful that COVID numbers are getting better and believing that God is the author of that success.